All right, we'll go ahead and call this virtual luncheon to order. Thank you everybody for coming today. Really appreciate you coming to our virtual luncheon. We have some exciting information today from a lot of speakers from the board of directors for different topics. Keep you informed about the local area, our association, and real estate, of course. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our legislative update from Mark Dow. And please stay tuned to the end because we have brought back the door prizes. So at the very end, we'll be doing drawings for that. So thank you. Mark?
Good morning, everybody. Anybody that doesn't know me, I'm Mark Dow with Townsend Real Estate. Your 2021 legislative chair. And we've actually hit the ground running this year. A few things to go over that affect our industry. First and foremost, first thing we talked about was retention ponds. We've been working with the city council on ownership of stormwater retention ponds. The city has proposed a 12-month sunset clause for developers to complete ponds that don't pass city code. After 12 months, if the ponds are not completed, the city will turn them over to HOA or property owners. Now, as realtors, we understand that, that's something that really affects our industry. It can affect HOAs and, property home ownership costs. We'll continue this conversation and keep you updated on this issue. Second thing I want to bring to you is zero lot line. In very early conversations, the county planning director is proposing doing away with zero lot line housing in the county. He is basing his criticism on zero lot line due to an influx of community complaints. We have met with the county planning director along with Home Builders Association to voice our displeasure. Stay tuned for this one. If this happens, building will cease in all of Cumberland County. So it's a big issue for us as realtors and developers. Third thing I want to talk about, housing affordability and lack of housing in our area. As all of you know, we're experiencing that, fighting for whatever comes on the market. Due to the ever-evolving depletion of housing, a meeting was held with Mayor Mitch Colvin and Mayor Pro Tem Kathy Jensen and the Homeowners Association. We have that here at the Board of Realtors. And it was a healthy, productive dialogue, definitely. Many ideas were discussed and how to incentivize developers to build in the city of Fayetteville. There was also discussion on issues with PwC and issues that developers are facing with PwC. We'll keep you informed also on this issue as it progresses. The fourth thing we did in this first quarter was we had a candidates academy, our first ever for Longleaf Pines Realtors. We had speakers from the National Association of Realtors, and it was a 2-day event on Zoom. And it told us about how to run for office, if you're ready to run for office, and how to manage your campaign financing. So really good stuff that's helpful if you are seeking higher office in the area. If you're interested in running for office of any kind, please reach out to myself, Angie, or somebody at the association. We'd love to talk with you about, seeking higher office locally. We definitely need realtors and realtor-friendly candidates involved in local politics now more than ever. And that's all I have for my legislative update. I will turn it over to our RPAC chair, Amanda Martin, for her update. Thank you.
Good morning. We are well on our way to meeting our RPAC goal for this year. The total investment we're trying to raise is $34,225. Thank you to all who have made your investment. Just wanted to kind of reiterate a few of the reasons why investment to RPAC is so important. They are the voice for realtors, our clients, in protecting home ownership. And we know it's important to have a voice. They monitor hundreds of bills of legislation to determine their impact on the real estate community. They help us keep homeowners insurance at a reasonable rate. They help us monitor flood insurance. They monitor DOT and how any changes with the Department of Transportation could affect our business. tax increase proposals, and they were essential in helping us, the essential employees, during COVID. They also help us, make us able to deduct $10,000 in state and local taxes on their federal return. They are also a big part of the reason why there isn't a tax on commission. An agent who on average makes a $55,000 annual salary in real estate is able to keep an extra $8,427 of that money because of the efforts and successes of RPAC. They monitor real estate commission regulation changes and essentially just help us fight the good fight so we can keep listing, selling, and leasing and going about our daily business. If you have any questions about RPAC or how to make an investment, please reach out to me. And again, thank you to all who have donated or made their investment so far. And now I'm going to introduce Megan Gerber. She is the chairperson for the Public Relations Committee. Megan?
Hi, everybody in Internet Land. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining us. We see you on Facebook and Zoom, so we appreciate you joining us. We try to put out valuable information to make this worth your time. Hey. All right, my name is Megan Gerber. I am vice chair for the PR committee. What we do is public relations. So in our industry, we are really looking for realtors to kind of volunteer and get involved with these committees. We gotta be a voice in the community. People have to see us, know that we're giving back. One of the things that we continue to do, which Melissa started last year, was doing serving meals at the Alms House in Hope Mills, the second Monday of every month. I know that all of you are not busy the second Monday of every month. So I'm talking to you. We need meals donated for at least 30 people. When we have extra food, we get to give away takeout plates. They take it to other places that could benefit from those meals. I know you're all giving back in your communities, but we would really love for you to kind of jump on board with that. There is a sign-up sheet that goes out. I could be more productive and put it out earlier, but it usually comes out like a week before, but we all plan on us as realtors, so I think that works good. So you just join, log in, you just say, I'm gonna bring some food, and we have the meals already planned. You just say how much you're doing. You can drop it off. You can stay and volunteer. You can donate money, say, I don't have time or energy, so here's my money. And we will take it and use it to donate. And that is for about 30 people. It's 4:30 p.m. Alms House, second Monday. You serve at 4:45, you're out by 5:15. It's really not a big time commitment. Our future projects will be working with Toys for Tots. The Joneses kind of run that up from our real estate world, so they'll be on a meeting and kind of give us some information on that. And we also are going to be working with Kids Piece. So we are trying to be out there. We need volunteers. We look forward to all of you being so excited to be on here to now join us. So that is all that I have for you. So next up on our list is membership with Kimberly.
Good morning. I'm excited to see everybody out there. I'm Candy with the membership chair for this year, and I'm excited to see that our membership continues to grow. We've all been locked down and haven't had the opportunity to meet and see everybody, but we like to, but I'm excited to see our membership continues to grow. Since we are virtual, please feel free to clap as I announce your name. Christy Kirkland, Realty One Group Liberty, Victor Onate, Remax Real Estate Exchange, Christopher Stroke, eXp Realty, Cynthia Dale, Thomas Real Estate Services, Michael Willis, eXp Realty, Juanita Williams, Century 21 Family Realty, Annalisa Hamlet, Thomas Real Estate Services, Javier Hamlet, Thomas Real Estate Services, Alicia McBride, eXp Realty, Scott Schneider, Keller Williams Realty, Yolanda Braun, Elite Realty Group, Day Dorsey, eXp Realty, Maurice Abdullah Lewis, Century 21, the Real Estate Center. Tiffany Soldi, Keller Williams Realty. Lisa Greeno, Lucas Moore Realty. Shankina Varnado, Lucas Moore Realty. Arlana Barbie, the Superior Group. Catalina Reinhardt, Sweetwater Property Management. James Weir, Coldwell Banker Advantage. Teresa Shaw, Exit Realty Preferred. Emma Kellenberger, EXP Realty. Natalie O'Reilly, ERE Strother Real Estate. Jessica Jones, United Real Estate Triangle. Mercedes Johnson, EXP Realty. Trina Donaldson, Adcock and Associates. Owen Thomas, Remax Real Estate Exchange. Linda Williams, EXP Realty. Felicia McGarry, Century 21 Liberty. Zamora Wilson, EXP Realty. William Harrison, Century 21 Sterling Real Estate. Nancy Lawrence, Keller Williams Realty. Colwinder Bahati, Townsend Real Estate. And Catrice Hale, Exit Realty Preferred. Let me be the first to welcome you to the Longleaf Pines Association of Realtors. Report from our education committee with Melissa McKay.
Thank you. It's important that we get back to doing education for the association, for the members. I hope you all have been taking advantage of the free CE courses that we've been providing here at the association. The next one will be April 15th, which is from 9 to 1 with Mark Gibbon, and it will be trust-based ethics. Say that 3 times fast. So it will do a CE for you plus your ethics course for the next cycle. That's the word I was looking for. So please get that signed up. April 15th, we can only have 100 in the class. So if you want to take that spot, and again, it's free as a member service. And we are bringing back what now is called the Longleaf Pines Practical Skills Series and what was known as the Practical Apps class. It's going to begin March 23rd, and I'm going to be doing the buyer skill set. March 25th, Amanda Martin will be doing the seller skill set. March 30th, Scott Harden and Sony Ryder will be doing contracts from the buyer and the seller's point of view. April 1st, we have Megan Gerber for contract to close. We are going to be able to house 10 people in each class. So there will be a sign up going out about that. And we want to give a fair chance to all of the members who would like to participate in the class. So if you come to class number 1, buyer skills, then there will be another 10 people that will come to class 2 and so on and so forth, to make sure that we get to see you face to face and get to know you. If the broker in charges would let their members know that this is an important step. We all know you get out of real estate school and you don't know how to sell real estate. You have to pass a test. So this is all about how do we do what we do now that we have our license. So it'll be a lot of great information. We're going to be going into in-depth what each class is about as each of the instructors come up and give you a brief overview of their class. We're always open to suggestions for education opportunities that you would like to see on the schedule. So please reach out to us and let us know if you have any ideas or anything that you would like to see on the schedule. And I guess I'm going to roll right into the class introduction. So I am buyers for March 23rd. I'm just going to tell you a quick little bit about the class. So in the buyers selling skills, we're going to be talking about how to attract buyers, different avenues to reach potential clients, advertising rules, because we all want to stay out of real estate jail. We're going to talk about, now that you have them, what do you do with them? First, substantial contact, learning about their wants and needs, how to make the best use of your time and theirs. time to go house hunting. We're gonna talk about how to set appointments and things you should know before you go, and courtesy to other agents in our market, and how do we get through what we've got going on now with no overlapping appointment times, and staying within your appointment time to be courteous to the ones before you and after. Consulting clients, once they have found the one, handling objections, talk about offer and terms, educating them about the process. So the first class is really gonna take you as a buyer's agent from learning how to cultivate those relationships to getting ready to write the offer. And so it's gonna be all about buyers. You know, we wanna have a lot of good questions, we wanna lead you through the process. And then the next class is going to be all about sellers and what to do with them, and that's gonna be with Amanda Mark. And she's gonna come on up and give you her overview of her class. And I hope everybody signs up and we see it. It doesn't matter if you're new or just haven't done a lot of business, we'd like to see you all. This isn't exclusive to just new agents, it's for anybody who wants a refresher, because we can't learn too much. Amanda?
Thank you. I will say, I'm looking forward to watching the classes as well. I think, I could certainly learn from all these great teachers on the lineup. So, I will be talking about listing strategies. We'll go through, an effective listing presentation, how to write a marketing plan, how to improve the sellability of the home, the listing contract or listing agreement, how to go through and fill that in, how to maintain the listing, and just basic tips, questions to ask the seller, what you need to know about the property and where to find that information. We'll talk about how to value the property, CMA, absorption rates, pricing and positioning, lots of tips, the estimated net sheet, and how to be an expert. And I'll kind of share the different ways I do it, but I look forward to also learning from everyone else on how they do it, and we can all learn from each other. And at this time, Scott Harden is going to come and talk to you about the class he's going to do on contracts.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm actually going to have Sonny Ryder come up with me as well. We are going to tag team. You're going to get me as the buyer's agent. So for all of the newer agents that sit through Melissa's class and they learned what they needed to about attaining that buyer, how to work with that buyer, how to show properties for that buyer, and now they're to that stage where they're ready to make an offer. My part of the class is taking one of Sonny's listings. She is our listing agent, so I'm going to take one of her listings. And I'm going to actually go through and show you a packet of information that will help you to prepare the contract. So we'll go through how to pull restrictive covenants, how to pull the the deed, the plat, pulling some comps and things like that. So it'll actually be, like it says on the name, of practical skills, to where we're physically going through what would I do if I were going to be writing an offer on one of her listings. And then once we get to the blanks, I'm going to say that there's going to be some information that you're going to be able to tell me. You'll be able to kind of pick my brain of, well, what would you put here? Or what's the conversation you have with the buyer when they get to this stage of the game? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back. I'm going to have all the offer written, and then that offer is going to go over to Sunny, and then she's going to pick it up from there.
So I'll go over presenting that offer to the seller. So once you receive an offer, how you do the proceeds, and present the offer or multiple offers to your sellers so that they can make a good decision on an offer to accept, counter, or reject.
There you go. So once you're done with us, of course, then it'll be going on to the contract to closing. And with the contract to closing, once you've got it, because of course, we're going to be able to negotiate a contract and come to a conclusion. Then it goes to Megan Gerber, and she'll take you from that contract to the closing table.
All right, so contract to closing. Basically what we're going to be going over in this class is how to get you from the contract to closing. So we want to ensure that everybody knows their agent responsibilities, the goal of getting to closing. So a lot of times people take the mindset as that's that agent's job or this agent's job, but really the goals for the client. So we just kind of go over those protocols, we go over your due diligence requests, how do we write these up? How do we write them efficiently? Just contract to closing. So we want to ensure that we're all confident in our ability, once we get that home under contract, how we get to the closing table. I just realized it's April Fool's Day, so hopefully you all show up and don't leave me with an empty room or empty Zoom. But, if not, we'll still make it entertaining. So please, if y'all, I think I'm the last of the series, they're all excellent teachers. You're all gonna learn something no matter what level of business you're in, I promise you. So if you're brand new or you've been doing it 10 years, there's always something to learn, so I'm going to take advantage of this series.
All right, thank you to everyone from all our different membership committees for putting out some really important information. I see we have some comments in the chat box. Let's take a look at that and see what questions we have. Thank you to everyone for participating. Okay, congratulations to the new members. We got that comment. Sounds great. Congratulations, everyone. Does anybody have any other questions? Anything on what we've talked about so far? Okay. Wonderful. Who's excited for some door prizes, right? I know y'all missed those. So I've got a lot of questions from folks, from members wanting to know when we'll do this in the real world. So that's coming. Well, we promise you. Of course, we have to do it when it's safe and following the governor's order. So it's TBD, but we'll definitely let you know. I would much rather prefer to see y'all in the real world, as we've gotten to see everybody here today in the real world here in this room. It's been wonderful. So just got a few notes before we get started with our virtual door prizes. Okay, just a few topics here. So please keep in mind everything our association does, from the board of directors to the amazing staff to the various committees you heard from today, that you can volunteer for and join, by the way, is for our members' benefit. There's a reason behind everything done. So I'm going to give you a couple examples that I've heard some question on lately from members. So some members have not liked the new login to the MLS. Unfortunately, that's for our protection and protection of our clients and our data on the MLS. As you probably all got an email, I am moving, and I'm also looking for a realtor. So I have about 1,000+ members to start interviewing. So that's just further proof of the bad guys are out there to get us, and they're impersonating us and trying to hack us and get our data and get our clients' data and so forth. So anyway, like I said, everything we do is for a reason. And if you don't understand, feel free to let us know. We'll try to explain the reasons. If you have suggestions, we are definitely open to suggestions. Feel free to contact the association, myself, or anybody on any of the members of the committees you just saw for these great ideas. We'd love to hear them. And remember, you can quickly search for all members in our MLS by searching for members under the search bar. And that way you can see real emails, real phone numbers, and that sort of thing. So that being said, please don't send me any iTunes gift cards. I'm not moving. Okay, so vaccinations. Vaccinations are coming up for real estate agents soon. So I started the process to schedule mine with Walgreens the other day. And I've had a few people tell me they will take the vaccination when I prove that I don't grow horns or tail. Challenge accepted. And quite frankly, I'm hoping to actually grow some hair on my head instead. So I'll post pictures when I get my vaccination done, and I hope everyone will consider doing the same. Follow science to make us all safer. Last topic, current market conditions. Okay, this was as of this morning, it's probably already changed. Currently active 558 active listings. Currently pending 2,183. Active rentals 59. Closed in the last 12 months, 11,339. Closed dollar volume, that's a big number, $2,297,000,000. So very impressive stats, and that's our current market. So a couple comments about that. So right now, what I'm hearing is this is probably the #1 complaint from agents, from members, that is, to the association right now. So I'm just going to go over that a little bit. So it's getting kind of wild out there. And everything we're seeing from NAR and the state and local data shows that barring an unforeseen event like an alien invasion, other than that, the seller's market is here to stay. So this is kind of the new normal. The shortage of inventory and high demand from buyers is likely going to last for years. And so if sellers choose to hold them, best and final, aka highest and best competitions, are part of this new normal. So we're seeing some terms like this one. I know everybody's got their amazing story, but here's a couple that have been sent to me. $50,000 over asking with buyer signing attorney addendum to pay cash if the house wasn't appraised. Agreed to sold as is, just like it's written in the NCOTP. $10,000 in a due diligence fee. So we're seeing some pretty amazing things being done to win offers right now. And remember the lovely letters. That could be a fair housing violation if discussing protected classes, and our state association discourages us from communicating these letters due to this. So remember when we were kids, we were all told to be good sports. Remember that? So please, buyers agents, be kind to your fellow listing agent if you don't win. Let's think about it. They were probably overwhelmed with 50 showings and 20 offers in 48 hours. And remember, listing agents don't have to disclose the material terms like the sales price of any offer, or any offer for that matter, because all offers are confidential, can't be disclosed without that party's permission. And listing agents, please pen your listings ASAP in the MLS and directly notify everyone the status of their offer as soon as possible. And I'm also really excited, I'd like to say, about the meeting we had the other day with the mayor and the city of Fayetteville. I think that's going to be very productive in terms of working on getting more inventory, because clearly we need more, as we just talked about, and also working on improving affordable housing. So all things that are important to our association and realtors. All right, let's get started for our drawings for these virtual door prizes. Do you have any comments in the chat box before? It looks like we have one more chat. Any questions?
Great information, great speakers, the voices of speakers as clear as could be.
Thank you for the feedback, appreciate it. A little bit of echo in this room. We need some more staging to buffer the sound. Okay, all right, so we're going to our door prizes here. And it looks like our first one is from House Call J. Moore, home inspector, to get a home inspection report. All right. Can I get a volunteer to pick the winner? So nobody's mad at me. All right, Sonny. Okay. And our winner for House Call Home Inspection is number 95. Number 95.
Yay! It's the list of registered.
I'll go.
Oh.
Oh.
We're all winners here, but 95, you're definitely a winner. Okay. All right, so home and renters insurance from Matthew Young from Geico. Okay. Need to volunteer again. Sunny, thank you. She's not looking. Okay. 15. I was wondering if 51. 15. 15. Okay. Yesenia Fernandez, that's our first winner, number 95. Number 15 was next.
Those are all the best.
Jackie Brewer, number 15. All right. Make contact associates for the prize, right? Right. Do you have any other door prizes?
That was it.
That was it, okay, all right. All right. We'll have more next time, we promise. Thank you for attending, we really appreciate it. And again, we're always open to your feedback and suggestions, so keep them coming. Continue to keep our association a great place to be a member of. So thank you again, and this concludes our luncheon.